guys, welcome to Podkinz. I'm here today with Michael Webkinz.
Hey, Janelle.
Thanks so much for being with me.
All right.
So we got lots to get through. Let's get right to it. I think the most important thing right now is that the mayor of Kinsville election is this weekend.
That's right. It's on right now.
Yeah, it is. It's been months of campaigning, and now is your chance to vote for your favorite candidate.
Exactly. So you can vote today and tomorrow.
Yes.
And each time you vote, you get a Webkinz Votes 2014 poster that you can hang up in your pet's room, and it's pretty cool.
It is. Definitely looks great.
Ella's on there. There's almost like a banner that looks like an election-style sort of poster. So, we're making history this weekend. So if you want to be part of it, got to go out and vote and display that poster in your pet's room.
Also, if you want to keep up with what's going on in Webkinz world during the holidays, keep checking webkinznews.com because it's got all the up-to-date info.
There's a lot going on.
It's a lot to keep track of, so definitely check in. Plus, you can follow us on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, and Tumblr if you want to stay informed that way. Just search Webkinz and you will find us.
Cool.
So, Michael, let's check what's in our Kinz post.
All right, let's do it.
Last episode, we asked you about your favorite adoption gifts and got some great responses.
Taffy Kitty 12 says, my favorite Webkinz PSI is the Wild Game Gourmet Barbecue, which comes with the endangered Bengal tiger.
Nice.
It's really unique. It totally matches the whole outdoor jungle theme. Plus, I can cook on it.
So it's got lots of uses.
Yeah, and I should mention that a PSI actually stands for pet-specific item, and you get one of those every single time you adopt a pet. They're all really cool, really unique, like Taffy Kitty said.
Unicorn2910 wrote, I like it when the PSI is a bed, and I have 30 Webkinz, including several retired ones.
Cool.
Yeah, it's not too often that the PSI is a bed, but when they are, they're so unique.
Yeah, personally, I like vehicles.
Yeah?
As PSIs because they're hard to come by in Webkinz world, and there's a few really unique ones that you can get.
Yeah, we have planes and we have sleighs and we have tricycles. Like, there's so many different things.
That's true. And I love the Puppy Patrol motorcycle.
Yeah.
That came with my Webkinz American German Shepherd.
It's perfect, isn't it?
So cool. Pink Ninja wrote, Dear Podkinz, my favorite pet adoption gift is the Yeti window. It comes with the Himalayan cat, which was my first and favorite cat.
That's a beautiful one.
It's a really nice Webkinz.
Mm-hmm.
The Yeti window is an animated window that looks like it came from a ski lodge, and you can see a Yeti walking outside.
That's so neat. It's one of the animated windows that we have.
Yes, and windows are also great PSIs.
Yeah, again, sort of a rarity too.
Yeah.
Definitely. I love MLP22 says, Hi, Janelle and Mike. I've been playing for 3 years now, and my favorite Webkinz PSI and PSF are the bamboo fondue and secluded spa that you get when you purchase the Red Panda. Not only do I like them, my Red Panda Clover loves them too. Oh, and Podkinz rocks.
So,
Thank you.
Yeah, so PSF, again, is a pet-specific food.
Yes.
And you also get that when you adopt your pet. And I should mention that you unlock that pet's food in the W shop, so you can buy as many of them as you want and feed them to your pet whenever you want.
Absolutely.
Lady Beauty wrote, my favorite plush Webkinz, the signature white tiger, also comes with my favorite PSI, White Tiger Crystal Fountain.
Wow.
White tigers are one of my favorite animals. The signature white tiger is realistic looking and very huggable.
That's such an important part of being a Webkinz. It's got to be your huggability.
Absolutely. You know what? I love those lines of signature pets that we did. We did a line of signature pets and a line of signature endangered pets.
Yes.
They're retired. So if you can find one out there, they're super big collector's items.
Yeah, and their PSIs tended to be a little bit more elaborate than what you would normally get with a plush.
Absolutely. And you know what? The endangered signature line of pets also came with a sanctuary pack. So you got a wallpaper and flooring that really mimicked the environment that these pets would be found in. And so you could create a sanctuary room for your pet, but you'd also get a PSI and a PSF. So lots of adoption gifts for those pets.
Yeah. Thanks, everyone, for your letters. If you want to write to us, email us at podkinz@gans.com or leave a comment in the section below this article or on our YouTube video. Let's put the spotlight on adoption gifts today. As many of you know, when you adopt a Webkinz pet, you receive a gift box that contains its pet-specific item and pet-specific food.
This item and food are made especially for this pet. So, other than trading, that's the only way you can get it.
Just like Michael mentioned in the Kinz Post segment, once you adopt your pet, you can buy its food in the W shop. Now, I thought it'd be interesting if we talk a little bit about the creative process for coming up with PSI and PSFs from our perspective.
Sure.
Right? So, Michael, you and I work together a lot to come up with the PSIs and PSFs, and we take a lot of different things into account.
Absolutely. You know what? I really like to learn about the animal. when coming up with a food and an item that is supposed to be specific to that pet.
Yes, definitely. You and I both do a lot of research when we see the plush and virtual pets that are coming up.
That's a good point as well, because the look of the pet is also really important when coming up with the items, because sometimes we do these fantastical sort of pets that don't really exist in nature or in real life. So at that point, you really have to look at how the pet was designed and maybe the name of the pet in order to be inspired to come up with these items.
So once we do our research, we'll come up with a lot of different ideas for each pet. And then the creative team sits together and we sort of go through what we think would be the best one.
Yeah, then it goes to art, and then they really do their own unique touches and really take those ideas to the next level and come up with some beautiful stuff that you see on the site.
Definitely. It's very much a collaboration among the creative and art teams. When I'm coming up with ideas, one thing that I really love to include is wordplay in the name of the PSI or PSF.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Yeah, like whenever you see a pun, it's probably me.
Yeah, or if you see a dessert or something really sweet or candy as a PSF, that's probably Janelle too.
Yeah, I do tend to do a lot of desserts and stuff because obviously that's what I like to eat, right?
Janelle, yeah, you do have a sweet tooth, don't you? But that's great.
So we touched upon this in the Kinspo section a little bit, but often a plush PSI or PSF will be slightly different to a virtual PSI or PSF, often because the Easter items are a little bit more fantastical and stuff. But it's also a place to really play with your imagination and come up with really crazy items that you think this pet would love to play with.
Yes, and I also previously mentioned about those signature pets and how cool those PSF and PSIs were. And, the fact that the signature endangered pets came with those sanctuary packs. Well, if you actually go to the e-store or if you go to the pet section of the W shop, some of those signature pets are there to be adopted.
Yes, they're still available.
Yeah, so, I mean, maybe the plush is really hard to find, but if you really want one of those signature pets, you can pick one up at the W shop.
Absolutely. And another thing that comes with your pet when you adopt it, which unfortunately you can't keep at the moment, but they're really beautiful to look at, are the gift boxes.
Yeah.
And a lot of care and planning and ideas go into creating these gift boxes, right, Michael?
Absolutely. And there's even concept sketches made of these boxes so that the 3D artist can model them just beautifully. Last Christmas, or a few days before Christmas, we posted an article on Webkinz News that showed off some of those drawings. And we're planning on doing that this year again. So stay tuned around Christmas to see more concept drawings of pet gift boxes.
Absolutely. Our artists do an amazing job of capturing each pet's personality in the gift box itself. And one last thing we want to mention about adoption gifts are the other items that you get in your gift box along with the PSI and PSF.
Yeah, I mean, everybody gets a welcome balloon.
Yes.
And that you can display in your pet's room. And they're really cool because they hover up and down slowly. But you also get an exclusive item. And an exclusive item is a super rare item that you can only get by adopting a pet. Actually, you know what? That's not true. You can also go to the Wish Factory and try to wish for one as your wish of the day, or you can save up your wish tokens to try to trade for an exclusive item. But every single time you adopt a pet, you're guaranteed to get one. You just don't know which one you're going to get. And if you want to see all the different exclusive items that are available, all you need to do is go to the Wish Factory and you can see Amanda Panda's display there, and they're all on display. And you know what? Throughout the year, we sometimes retire and release new ones, so you never know which ones are going to be around and which ones are going to be gone. So it's pretty exciting.
Absolutely. If you collect exclusive items, definitely check that list out so you can make sure you have everything.
Yeah, so there's that welcome balloon, the exclusive PSI, PSF, and of course you get a little bit of Kinz cash as well every time you adopt a pet. So I love adopting pets, and I do have lots of them. So Janelle, do you have a favorite PSI of all time?
I'm so glad you asked me this question because I love that I have the chance to talk about this. I do have a favorite. It was actually for the last signature we ever released, which was the signature English Bulldog.
Oh, yeah.
Last December.
Oh, yeah, I remember that. It is cool.
It's a beautiful plush, but also its PSF is the Great Puppy Pound Cake. And I loved coming up with this one because I love pound cake. I mean, who doesn't, really?
Yeah.
And also
there's that with that sweet tooth again.
I know it comes up so much. But also the fact that it was such a play on words. So it's an English Bulldog and it's a pound cake. So it's the English pound and it's a pound cake. Yeah. I mean, I just thought it was such a great, it just came into my mind and I thought it was awesome.
It's a good pun.
Yeah, and the other part is its PSI, which is the double-decker bus bed.
That is an amazing bed.
It is. Our artist did such an amazing job on this item. So if you haven't seen it yet, definitely go Google it because it's beautiful. And we were just talking about how beds are sort of more rare of a PSI.
Yeah.
So we really love the chance to be able to do one.
Especially a bed like that, which actually almost looks like a bunk bed.
Yeah. Actually, I'm going to include the image in the article so you can see it, and you guys will probably fall in love with it just like I did. I mean, in your career here at Webkinz, you must have seen so many PSI and PSFs.
I've come up with so many. I've seen so many. I mean, it's some I can't even remember.
Well, there are 700 pets in Webkinz world, right?
That's true. But I did mention, that the Webkinz American German Shepherd came with that Puppy Patrol motorcycle. When we did a German Shepherd, just the regular Webkinz German Shepherd years ago, it came with just a Puppy Patrol car. So,
so they match.
Yeah, they match. So
That's
it's like a
pretty
police
subtle.
car and police motorcycle. So
I think if you really looked at the lists of the PSI and PSS, there are, they have relationships with other items that have come out years ago.
And some of them even fit in with room theme. But yeah, if you really, I'm totally into the room building, as you know. If you really want to add a unique item to your room, those PSIs are amazing, and they really make a great finishing touch to the room. If you're looking for a specific one, why not go to the trading room and try your luck there? Because they are all tradable, sendable, sellable. But I mean, of course, I like to hold on to mine because they're pretty good collector's items as well. But if you're feeling lucky, go to the trading room, and who knows, maybe you'll pick one up in a cool trade.
Great idea. Now it's time for our official holiday preview for 2014. So first up, the Home for the Holidays theme, voted on by the readers of Webkinz News, will be in the W Shop on December 1st, and it'll be available for Kinz Cash.
Yeah, and I mean, I'm really happy that theme won. I didn't think it was going to because when we had the vote, it was such a close vote. But it turned out winning, and we showed off the concept sketches throughout the past couple of months, and now we've revealed the actual items, and they look amazing.
They are beautiful.
I did a Let's Build video with them. You can check it out on Webkinz News. The items turned out really, really well. But I should mention that 3 of these items, there's the Festive Feast dining table, the Big Bow dining chair, and the Christmas cabinet. Those 3 are only going to be available on Webkinz Mobile. So you've got to download that Webkinz mobile app to your iPhone or tablet. It's completely free from the Google Play Store or on iTunes. And all you have to do is go to the W Shop on your Webkinz Mobile, go to the mobile zone in the W Shop, which is a section of the W Shop on Webkinz Mobile that only has items that are available on mobile. Buy them with Kinz Cash, and you know what? They'll show up on your dock the next time you access your room on .com or on Webkinz Mobile. So that's pretty cool.
Yeah, it could not be easier.
And none of those items are restricted to deluxe players only, right, Janelle? They're available to full and deluxe members. So, I think there's going to be a lot of people who are going to enjoy building a room with those items.
Absolutely. Now, speaking of really cool items, there are even more that you can win by playing the Candy Cane collection, which is happening this December. So what you want to do is click the icon in your room to begin, and you can collect all 50 candy canes to win beautiful holiday prizes.
Nice, yeah. And I mentioned the vote before for the room themes, for the Christmas room theme. There's the gingerbread theme, the Home for the Holidays theme, and the Candy Cane Lane theme. And the grand prize for completing your candy cane collection this year is actually the Candy Cane Lane fireplace that we featured as a concept drawing during that holiday room theme vote. So everybody thought that they would never get to have any of these items. So now we're releasing the fireplace as a grand prize. And I think that's an awesome grand prize. And it's pretty cool that we get to have that this Christmas.
Absolutely. And, during the holidays, something that's pretty important and something we do every year is that we have awesome Christmas clothing.
Yeah.
Yeah, the Kinz Style outlet always has some pieces. And this year, we're pretty happy to say that the holiday choir outfit from last year is back in the Kinz Style outlet.
Nice. That's cute. There's a boy and girl version of it.
Yeah.
And dress up all your pets in that choir outfit. You can have a Christmas choir in your pet's room.
Absolutely. And new this year, I am super excited. I know Michael is super excited about this too. We've got 3 zany holiday sweaters.
They're pretty zany.
They're very zany. They're the type that you actually would wear in real life.
Absolutely. You know what? I think I remember one of my uncles wearing one of those around Christmas.
Yes. And, my mom's a teacher, and I've seen a few of these like that. This is why I was inspired with these items.
Absolutely. You know what? They're really cute. They're pretty kind of funny. And And, if you really want your pet to stand out in the clubhouse room this Christmas or in the Kinsale Park, pick up one of those sweaters from PJ Collie, put it on your pet, and go walk around. And I think you're going to draw some attention.
Good idea. And next up, we have something we do every year. Podkinz is going to be in the clubhouse every day from December 1st to December 24th.
Yes, and all you have to do is go to the clubhouse, go to the Podkinz room in the clubhouse, click on Podkinz. You're going to see him there sitting on a chair. Mm-hmm. And your pet will sit on his lap, and then you can pick one of 3 gifts that you want for Christmas. And on Christmas Day, when you log into the site, you get your Christmas gift box. When you open it by dragging and dropping it into your pet's room, that gift that you ask Podkinz for is going to be right there in your gift for you. So it's pretty cool that you actually get to choose one of 3 gifts that you want for Christmas.
And they're 3 really nice gifts. I think Podkinz did a great job this year.
And actually, I should mention as well, you have to log in on Christmas Day on December 25th. Don't forget in order to get your gift, because if you spent the time to go sit on Podkinz's lap, it'd be a shame if you actually weren't there on Christmas to get your gift. So don't forget to log in on Christmas Day.
Definitely. Speaking of the Podkinz room, there will be another visitor in the clubhouse. Every day between December 14th to the 25th is our annual Countdown to Christmas with Miss Birdie.
Cool. I love this event.
Yes, it's really fun. If you haven't played before, basically you log in every day from December 14th to the 25th, and Miss Birdie will give you a special gift.
A new gift every day. How cool is that?
It's pretty awesome. It's like Christmas is suddenly 12 days long. How amazing.
And you know what? Here's a little sneak peek kind of thing this year. When you go and get a gift from Miss Birdie in the clubhouse, you can actually add her to your friends list.
Wow.
Yeah. So there's about 6 hosts that you can already add to your friends list. And now Miss Birdie is going to be another one of those hosts.
That's really special.
Yeah. And so she'll be able to help you if you're working on a building project by sending you building supplies. She can help you with those friend requests, tasks in your challenges. And you'll be able to play against her in some games at the tournament arena. And I hear that she's really good at checkers. So.
Oh, I bet she is. Now, if you haven't won it before, just one last thing. If you collect all 12 gifts, you'll win a special badge as well.
That's right. And you know what? There is one badge for collecting all 12 gifts. So if you collected all 12 gifts last year, you're not get a second badge. But if you're new to the game or just hadn't finished collecting all those gifts in the past, you have a chance to do it again this year.
Now, if all of that wasn't enough, there's also tons of stuff that you can do. For instance, the W Shop this year has tons of new holiday items. So there's the returning Christmas party packs, but there's also a new Christmas tree, a new menorah, and lots of decorations.
Yeah, and actually there's also a Christmas tree that we're re-releasing that you can put in your pet's room, and a Christmas tree that you can display on your map of Kinsville.
Beautiful. What a great idea.
Yeah.
So one last thing that we want to remind you about this holiday season is don't forget to log in on Christmas Day to get your gift box.
Absolutely. And while you're getting your gift box, don't forget on Christmas Day to go to the clubhouse and get your final gift from Mrs. Birdie for the Countdown to Christmas event, and go to today's activities for a chance to spin the super wheel.
A very rare spin of the super wheel.
Totally. We were talking about exclusive items before. Well, the super wheel, you have a chance to win exclusive items on the super wheel, as well as rare items and really neat items that are hard to find on Webkinz. So you got to be there on Christmas Day in order to give it a spin.
So with everything that's happening, we hope you guys have an amazing holiday season. And as always, stay tuned to Webkinz News for more details on holiday events. We hope everyone has an amazing time celebrating the holidays in Webkinz World this December. Now, speaking of celebrations, our next episode will be our last one of 2014, and we're going to be doing a 2014 year in review.
Cool. We're going to be recapping the year and talking about the best things that happened in Webkinz World.
Of course, we absolutely want to hear what your 2014 Webkinz highlights were. What was your favorite event of last year? Or maybe a pet came out that you loved. Tell us about it.
You could also share your favorite 2014 theme, prize, or item that you fell in love with this year.
And what are you most looking forward to in 2015? We want to hear from you.
Another special milestone that we'll be marking is it's also the 1-year anniversary of Podkinz.
Wow.
That's crazy, Janelle.
Isn't it crazy?
You started this a year ago. I love it. I listened to every episode. I think you do a great job.
Thanks. And thanks so much for being my co-host so often this year.
Oh, I love it. It's fun.
It's super fun. And I want to say thanks so much to everyone who's been listening and encouraging us to make more. And it's hard to believe, but 30 episodes later, it's 1 year.
Amazing.
So we've interviewed tons of people, read so many letters, explored lots of Webkinz World, and there's much more to come.
What was your favorite episode of 2014? What would you like to hear more of on Podkinz in 2015? Share your suggestions with us so that we can keep making Podkinz better and better.
As always, you can leave a comment in the section below this article or on our YouTube video, or send us an email at podkinz@gans.com. We'd love to hear from you, and your thoughts could be featured on our next show.
I'm definitely in the Christmas spirit now.
Yes.
I hope you guys had fun, and don't forget to vote.
Happy holidays, guys, and we'll see you in Webkinz World.